we want to reconnect with our body, if we want to heal, a big part of it is understanding the language of our body. What is it trying to tell us in symptoms? So these are the two simple but powerful ways I use every day and recommend to my clients to start nurturing or continue nurturing that relationship with yourself. So when we're making decisions, maybe it's about our treatment, maybe it's about what we eat, maybe it's about what we put on our body, maybe it's about a new job. It's really important that we know what a yes and what a no feels like in our body. And until we know that and have that relationship with ourselves and our body, it can be really difficult to know clearly, yes, this is what I want. So the first way to reconnect with your body and to start nurturing that relationship is to do a sway test. So you might have seen this before, but it's really, really simple. So when we start doing this, we need to know in your specific body, what is your yes and what is your no. So when I'm making a decision, maybe I've got an apple in my hand and an orange in my hand, we need to know initially what's that baseline. So I want you to close your eyes and I want you to just be firm on your feet. And I want you to say, hey buddy, what does a yes look like for us? And just notice, it might be really subtle. You'll notice I'm coming forward. So my body sways forward when it is a yes. So it could be subtle at the beginning. Sometimes we have to ask ourselves a few times, but you will notice a pattern. And then recenter and say, hey buddy, show me a no. So my body always goes backwards for a no. You can add things in like show me a don't know. Sometimes when there isn't a clear answer, my body will go to the side. But for the beginning, we just want to know what a yes and a no is. And it sounds really simple. And I for sure have been like swaying in supermarkets deciding things. I'm going to show you a somatic exercise that is a bit more discreet soon. But it's just so important that we trust in our bodies. And that is really what spinal energetics, intuitive coaching, somatic work is about. Whether we're on a healing journey or we just want to get to know ourselves more, we need to reconnect with all parts and layers of ourselves. We need to know what an absolute yes is and an absolute no, so that we can make decisions that support us and our body. We are our body is us, in the best possible way that we can. So give a sway a go. I would love to know what is your yes and what is your no. Another simple but powerful way to start reconnecting with your body's innate language is to do this somatic exercise when you're looking at making decisions. So what we want is to know what it feels like in our body, in our cells, when we get a yes for something and when we get a no. So whether we are making decisions about a career choice, whether to eat an orange or an apple, whether to go for a HIIT workout or to do yoga today, in terms of our healing process and gaining that clarity and trust and safety in our body, it's really important that we understand what our body is telling us in symptoms. So I do this simple thing many times a day. And now I just know in my body how it feels. But when we do this reoccurringly, we start to recognize patterns and know exactly what it is that a yes is and what a no is in our body. So I want you to close your eyes. I want you to take some deep breaths in whatever way feels good and right in your body, feeling your chest expand on that inhale, allowing your shoulders to drop on that exhale. And I want you to imagine that you are presented with something. It might be that job that you have been wanting and desiring for a long time, the perfect opportunity, you're excited about it, feels great. It might be a partner that you just meet and you know exactly in that moment, oh my gosh, this person is for me. Or you might walk into your dream house and every cell in your body says, yes, this is a yes for me. And I want you to scan your body and just notice, can you feel any kind of sensations? Maybe they're subtle, maybe they're not. Is there any heat, any coolness? Maybe you sense some tingling or some expansion in your chest. Maybe you want to lift your head. Maybe it feels heavy or maybe it feels light. But this situation is something that you have wanted for so long. It is a full body yes for you. and just be the curious observer. What comes up? What do you notice? So for me, for example, when I get a yes in my body, I get a bit fluttery, like, ooh, kind of feel the flutters in my body, a little bit of like excitement. And my whole body kind of expands. I feel like some expansion coming through my chest, and I feel light. Sometimes I feel a little bit like dizzy and a little bit lightheaded in a good way. So that is the way that my body tells me this thing is a yes. So close your eyes down again. Take some breaths. Just notice where your body is connected to the ground beneath you. Just notice where your body is. Notice the air around your body and where you are in your space and time. And I want you to imagine that a job opportunity comes and it is absolutely not what you wanted. Or you meet somebody and you really don't like their energy and you don't know what it is about them, but it's like, I do not want to spend time with this person. Or you walk into that house that you're viewing and you just get the creeps and it is a full no in every cell in your body. You're like, I do not want to enter into this situation and it is just not for me. It couldn't be further away from what it is that I want for myself and my future. And I want you to notice in your body right now how it feels. Are you drawn to any specific areas? Is there any heaviness, any tingling, any areas that feel numb? How do you feel in your head, behind your eyes? Is there any pressure anywhere? So for me, a no in my body, my chest always constricts. It almost feels like I need to take a big breath because I get this constriction. Sometimes my stomach like does a little flip, and you know, it just feels like a sick feeling in my stomach. Sometimes I get goosebumps, but not in a good way, or a shiver. So those are some of the ways that my body tells me it's a no. So just by noticing the subtle sensations that we experience in our body and doing this exercise, coming in, imagining, you know, this amazing experience that is a yes, and then coming into the body and doing the opposite and doing it with something that we absolutely don't want, we get to know, what does it feel like in our body? What is a yes to you and what is a no to you? I would love to know if you try this and what you notice in your body.